You're watching the 2023-24 SCAC Women's Basketball Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the University of Dallas Crusaders women's basketball program. The Crusaders, once again, will be led as they head into the season under the guidance of head coach Bree Sims, along with the leadership from sophomore forward Tessa Hastings. And Coach Tessa, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Coach, there's a buzz there in Dallas around this program. When you come off the heels of such an exciting season like this group did a year ago, most wins in the program since the 2016-17 season, you rattle off 4 wins in your last 7 to get into that SCAC tournament. Just a lot of excitement with a really young group, and now you come back to start a new season. You just take me through your excitement level. How great is it to finally get back here to this point and the start of a new season?
It's extremely exciting. Like you've said, one of the best seasons that this program has had in a really long time. And we're just looking forward to picking up where we left off and hopefully continuing to move forward and meet some new milestones and reach some new goals.
Tessa, last year in your first season, jumping right into the mix, making a big splash immediately there at UD. Now, having that year of experience under your belt, going through the ringers of an entire college season, what did you learn over the course of last year, and how will that experience, do you think, help build your confidence going into your sophomore campaign?
I think I learned a lot last season, just adjusting from high school into college and the different speed of play, shot clock, traveling, and just all of that, especially also adjusting to an entirely new team. So I'm just really excited for this season because I feel like I kind of know what to expect this year. And I'm kind of used to more playing with new people, adjusting each game, and also just like being ready as we travel and as we try and like keep up our competition from one game to the other.
Coach, I'm sure this season feels much different than last year, going into probably a lot of unknown with a lot of new players and new faces going to have to fill big roles. And they did that with a huge exclamation point last season. We talked about the excitement. So now you have this experience with this young core, a ton of freshmen and sophomores, your entire starting lineup comes back. Your job as a coach now taking that next step. What does that look like for you? What do you want to see from these players, especially early on in the season, that gives you confidence that they're moving in that right direction and taking advantage of that experience from a season ago?
Yeah, I think last year we early on lost some close games due to a lack of experience. And this year, and already in practice, we've been working on some situations that we are much more prepared and understanding. And I think we're going to battle in those situations a lot better, and we will be able to come out on top.
Tessa, as I mentioned last year in your first season, a big splash, really outstanding season, all SCAC freshman team, honorable mention, all SCAC as well. Second on the team in terms of points per game, just under 10 points an evening on over 40% shooting. What have you worked on individually within your game over the course of the off season through the summer that gives you confidence here coming into this sophomore campaign?
Over the summer, we really focused a lot on strength work, which I think will really help because I'm a little bit scrawnier than some of the people on the court, but hopefully this year I won't be at quite a disadvantage just because we've been lifting a lot, doing lots of conditioning in our off time, and then as well as just like getting shots up in the gym, working on new moves that I can hopefully use in the game and just keep doing what I'm doing and just make it better this year.
Coach, offensively, this team was really strong a season ago. Second in the SCAC in terms of 3-point percentage, fourth in the league in terms of points per game. How do you continue to push buttons on that offensive floor in the correct way? What do you want to see from this group offensively that will, continue to move in the right direction and stay positively when it comes to the offensive end?
Yeah, I want them to continue to shoot the ball, and we need to be confident because we did shoot it well last year. Also want us to be a little more aggressive to the rim, and I think that will open up the 3-point options for us. So we've just been harping on being aggressive, being confident. If you're open, we need to take the shot, and you're going to knock it down.
Tessa, the successes of last year, I'm sure, have allowed for this group to just raise the bar and raise the standard coming into this season. So as you've had goals or conversations about some of the goals for this 2023-24 season, what have those conversations looked like, and what will be key in order for this group to try and accomplish those heading into the year?
I think we're all just really excited to kind of pick up where we left off. I think we ended on a good note last year, and we just kept getting better towards the end of the season. So I know all of us, our returners, are really looking forward to just keeping that on the roll, and all the freshmen are really buying in. So I think we're all just excited to work hard and really come together, create a good environment on and off the court, and then just go out there and do everything that we know that we should be doing.
And finally, Coach, wrapping things up with you, success, it can be defined in so many different ways. And I'm interested in your message to your team about what success looks like, whether it be on the floor, within, the culture of your team, the locker room, off the floor. How do you try and define success within this program, and what will be key for this team to continue to have successful seasons going forward?
We harp on having fun a lot, which is kind of silly, but we're not going to enjoy what we're doing if it's not a good time, and if we can be competitive in practice and we can push one another and we still have a good time, I think that's really going to help us reach our goals, and we know we're being successful.
University of Dallas women's head basketball coach Bree Sims, along with sophomore forward Tessa Hastings. Again, the Crusaders will open up the 2023-24 campaign when they head on the road to take on Howard Payne on November 9th. Coach, Tessa, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you head into the year.
Thank you.